Yo, what the?
Laying on the floor too. Oh.
In 2021, Noah moved into an old residence built back in 1887. Not long after settling in, he began noticing strange and unexplainable activity. He would catch glimpses of shadows moving in his peripheral vision and find doors previously shut wide open when he came back home. Curious, he started digging into the home's history and learned that it once belonged to Judson Hood, a former mayor of Lancaster, South Carolina. Most disturbing of all, every member of Hood's family had died within those same walls. The mayor's wife, Mary Pugh Hood, reportedly passed away in October 1917 after falling down the stairs, the very spot where most of the unexplained activity now occurred. One night, Noah was awakened by loud noises and decided to start recording them.
Hello? If you can hear me, please stop. Why are you going faster? Oh, fuck no.
In the footage, heavy banging sounds can be heard coming from the first floor near the staircase before suddenly stopping. This unsettling occurrence repeated itself every few nights.
If you can, please stop. I'm trying to sleep.
Eventually, after being kept awake for so long, Noah decided to go downstairs to see what was happening.
Are you trying to say something? Or are you just trying to fucking keep annoying me? Oh.
While he was on the main floor, something terrifying occurred. A faint whisper, barely audible, seemed to greet him right beside his ear. The strange occurrences went on for nearly 3 years until one night a fire mysteriously broke out inside the house. A rug had suddenly ignited without any clear cause. Luckily, someone passing by noticed and called for help, allowing firefighters to extinguish the flames before major damage occurred. Even after a detailed investigation, officials could not determine how the blaze began. Adding this event to the long list of bizarre happenings, Noah began to fear for his safety. He believed the spirit of Mary Hood still lingered there and may have caused the fire in an attempt to harm him. Fearing for his life, Noah finally decided to move out, and it proved to be the right call. Soon after the new owners moved in, tragedy struck again. A massive fire engulfed the entire house, reducing it to ashes. No cause was ever found, only that it began around 3 a.m. Fortunately, the new family escaped unharmed. It seems the Hood family remains tied to that property even in death. What do you think? A woman named Gabby shared that her 1-year-old daughter Regina had developed the habit of playing with something invisible in the hallway. Gabby would sometimes record her pointing, smiling, or waving toward the empty space.
¿Estás bien? Vámonos, vente. Mira, apunta para allá. ¿Qué, mi amor? Vámonos.
Since Regina appeared cheerful and calm, Gabby assumed it was just an imaginary friend and didn't think much of it. But a few months later, late at night, while Gabby was showering, she suddenly heard a piercing scream. Rushing out, she found Regina standing in the doorway, visibly terrified, pointing toward the dark hallway.
Ay, Dios, ahora sí me asusté. ¿Qué pasó? Ay, Rechi. Bueno.
Gabby tried to comfort her, confused about what had frightened the child so badly. She explained later that the bedroom door had been closed while she bathed, meaning no one could have entered. Yet somehow Regina had ended up by the door, staring down the hall, crying, and motioning frantically as if warning her mother about something unseen. In Arizona, another mother named Dakota was living a nightmare. Her young daughter suffered from what appeared to be night terrors, waking up every night in panic, terrified by something unseen in her room. Concerned, Dakota searched online for answers where most people told her it was just a normal childhood phase. She tried to believe that until her daughter began speaking to something inside the house. That was when Dakota started recording unexplained events.
My daughter began talking to someone, greeting things that are about 7 feet tall. Everyone tells me that's something normal as kids grow up, or maybe it's because her father and I are arguing. I just ignored it. The toys turn on by themselves.
It began when one of her daughter's toys suddenly turned on by itself. She brushed it off as a technical glitch, but soon other toys started activating on their own. People suggested it might be caused by radio signals, so she ignored it. But the events continued, different toys powering on each day for nearly a week. One toy even played multiple songs and strange sounds before she finally threw it away.
Hey guys, does anyone know why this would happen? And a lot of people are telling me it's because of radio waves. And some say they're designed to attract the child's attention. So I let it go. I thought maybe it was designed to do that, or maybe it was the radio, so I didn't give it much importance. But it didn't just happen once. There were many times. I have many occasions on camera where this happened. A toy goes off and I'm like, no, I won't let it do that, and I threw it away the next day. This toy played about 17 different Fisher-Price songs and said things like, oh, blah, 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 it's the color. Instead, what it did was, ha, 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 ha. No, I threw it away so fast, and the next day, a different toy, and I threw it away. I didn't plan to throw them away, but I did each time. A different toy would go off for 6 days. A different toy would turn on. On this piano, you have to play multiple places. You can't just play one spot and have the rest move. You have to play multiple places. This piano goes do-do-do-da. It just sounds...
Feeling unsettled, Dakota installed security cameras throughout her home. Shortly after, one of them recorded something terrifying.
And you watch this video, and it's a demon baby. It disguised itself as a baby. It's the size of my toddler, it has half a face, and it has hair. My daughter was bald and looked like that, so who is this baby with hair on my couch when I just left and saw no one? Seeing that scared me because something is in my house. Something is trying to torment my little girl. She's experiencing night terrors, which don't just disappear in children. Night terrors are a spiritual illness.
In the kitchen, a bowl flew from a shelf without anyone nearby. When slowed down, the footage seemed to show a pale, thin hand pushing the bowl before vanishing. Moments later, her dogs approached the noise, unaware that another pale, hairy figure briefly appeared behind the couch near them. The sight deeply disturbed Dakota. She believed something was inside her home, something tormenting her daughter. Soon after, one of her dogs became unusually aggressive, even attacking a neighbor and growling at her child.
Asked if I was sure I didn't have another animal. I was certain the only 2 animals I had were the ones you saw on the couch. That kind of got up to investigate. This comment right here that it's scary that my dog didn't notice it. That was my first thought, because I thought that kids and animals were both susceptible and sensitive to the spiritual realm. I guess not all the time. I guess. Same with the fact that spirits aren't here 24/7. Kids may not see it all the time, but they do see it occasionally. I think that's what happened with my dogs. I think they sensed it from time to time because, unfortunately, I actually had to put my dog Gray down. When I ended up having to put her down because she showed signs of aggression, she ended up attacking my neighbor, and we tried to get her help. We didn't have enough money for a trainer, and we didn't have the resources. The final decision came when she growled at my daughter with whale eyes, growling at my toddler. I thought she wanted my daughter's toy, so I stood between her and my child. I took the toy from my baby and asked, "Do you want this?" And she looked past me to continue growling at my daughter. And after seeing this video, because I thought maybe she was just reactive and uncomfortable with my child, but I don't think that it was my child. After seeing this video, I'm convinced that it was this entity that was attached or following my daughter around that. Was it growling because it wanted to attack, or because it was just scared?
Dakota believed the dog wasn't reacting to her daughter, but to the entity following her. The stress of sensing that presence, she thought, had driven the animal's behavior. She explained that she had no other pets and was frightened that her dogs hadn't seemed to notice the figure earlier. Dakota believed children and animals are sensitive to the supernatural, though not constantly aware of it. In her case, she thought her dogs occasionally sensed the presence. Tragically, she had to put one of them down after repeated aggression. In the end, Dakota became convinced that her daughter's night terrors and the dog's violent behavior were connected to whatever haunted their home. Whether it was a spirit, a demon, or something else entirely, no one can say for sure. Until new evidence appears, this mystery remains unresolved. At around 3 a.m., A man was walking home alone along a quiet street. Everything seemed perfectly normal until an old ice cream truck slowly drove past him. But if you look closely toward the back of the truck, something unusual stands out.
Yo!
A woman appears to be sitting there, yet her face is completely blank. No eyes, no nose, no mouth, just a pale, smooth surface facing straight ahead. Some think it might have been a mask or perhaps a strange camera glitch. However, others believe what was captured that night was something far darker, a faceless spirit traveling in the back of a truck under the cover of darkness. This eerie footage was recorded by a man driving through deserted city streets late at night. While turning a corner, he and his friends noticed something unusual directly ahead of their car. In the middle of the road sat a strange basket, but that wasn't the most disturbing part.
Oh my god. You guys, this has literally been the weirdest night ever. Like, I don't even know what to... Yo, CF, do you see that?
What?
Yo, what is that? Bro, what the hell is that?
No.
Bro, you seen that? Yo, hold up.
It's weird.
Yo, do you want to get out?
I don't know.
Do you want to get out?
No, man.
Bro, what do you mean?
Man, you know, every single time we go out, there's something weird that's happening, so no.
Bro, we have to get out.
Yeah, I see it. Let's go, man. What are you doing? Dude, it's moving
Yo, what the
weird.
fuck?
What the hell is that?
Yo. Oh my god.
At the end of the alley stood a woman dressed entirely in white. Her presence was unsettling, and her twisted, unnatural posture left the group frozen in place. It was impossible to tell whether she was a ghostly figure or a broken soul consumed by life's burdens. Moments later, the recording abruptly ends, offering no explanation, only an overwhelming sense of dread and unanswered questions. Late at night, she often hears the eerie sound of a piano echoing through her home, even though no one is there to play it. On this particular night, she decides to investigate, but things take a terrifying turn. As she walks into the room, the faint melody of a piano can be heard, yet the space is completely empty. Confused, she follows the sound down to the basement, where it now seems to be coming from. But as she approaches the instrument, the music suddenly cuts off, and several nearby objects topple over on their own, sending her running in fear. This story takes us to a remote location. On July 5th, 2025, a group of friends decided to explore an abandoned silo at night. The silence of the place was soon interrupted by something that left them frozen, a girl's voice calling for help.
Hellos.
Can you help me? I lost my friends.
Huh?
I lost my friends.
What?
My phone said, can you please help me?
What?
Hello?
Yo, hold on. Chill.
The sound came from deep within the darkness, calm and emotionless, claiming she had lost her friends. Suspicious, the group sensed that something about the voice felt unnatural. It didn't carry the panic of a person genuinely in distress. Realizing that something was very wrong, they quickly turned back and ran out of the structure. Because of the silo's size and emptiness, many believe such places could harbor entities known for imitation so-called skin changers. What do you think? A man recently shared a chilling video that had been sent to him by a friend. It was captured on a home security camera and shows a basement door slowly swinging open on its own. No one appears in the frame, but that isn't the most disturbing part. He advised viewers to raise the volume. Just before the door moves, a faint whisper or low growl can be heard coming from the basement. The man said this was the second time it had happened months apart with no reasonable cause. There were no air drafts, no pets, just an empty hallway and something waiting below. Would you dare to go down there? There is plenty of evidence out there, videos, photographs, and eyewitness testimonies suggesting encounters with extraterrestrial beings. And now another clip has recently surfaced online. Let's take a closer look. If this is simply a prop or an art installation, its level of detail is disturbingly convincing. The creature's yellowed teeth, swollen features, and tightly shut eyes make it appear almost lifelike. Everything about its design feels unsettlingly real. No professional analysis has been offered so far, leaving many to wonder what exactly this footage truly shows. Now comes the story of Sarah, a woman who was cleaning an abandoned asylum entirely by herself. While she was performing her duties, strange sounds began to disturb the silence. At that moment, she took out her phone and began recording what was happening.
Again, they're being heard.
A lot of noises.
See where that noise is coming from? Listen, it's like someone is going to scream, like they're talking.
Nobody.
You can hear someone screaming. I think it's from here. Hey, sometimes you can hear the wheelchairs like they're moving, like they're talking. What could it be? What could it be? Oh no!
What is that?
Oh no! Now look! It can't be. It can't be, did you hear? Now I did, now I really felt someone touch me. The damn Leon won't open.
Thank God, I wanted to hear a lot of noise. I'm going to have to go get my daughter.
Open up! It won't open!
Throughout the footage, unsettling noises echoed through the building. Faint voices, distant screams, and what sounded like the rolling of wheelchairs along the corridor. The tension kept rising as the noises grew louder and closer. Suddenly, she felt something brush against her, sending chills through her body. Within seconds, a food cart slid across the floor on its own, while the elevator nearby stopped working completely. But the strange events didn't end there. A few days later, around 3 in the morning, Sarah awoke at home after hearing unfamiliar sounds again.
No way, I don't know if you can hear. The trash can. Hey, the damn trash can. It opens and shuts on its own. You can hear it. What can I do? No way. What? The hell is it? Oh, was that heard? Oh.
No way, what is this?
It's the trash can opening and closing by itself.
No!
When she checked, the lid of the trash can in her bathroom was opening and closing by itself. Though the movement was minor, it left her shaken. Her family became increasingly worried, believing that something might have followed her home from the asylum and that this was only the beginning of something far more disturbing. Whether what she captured was truly paranormal or not remains uncertain. You can decide for yourself. This next video was filmed by a woman who claimed that very unusual events had been occurring inside her home. She mentioned frequently hearing footsteps and doors moving on their own, but this time she managed to capture everything on camera. What follows is genuinely unsettling.
Stuff laying on the floor, too. Oh, what the fuck? What the fuck, baby? The door just closed in our bedroom. Baby, it's not opening! What the f***? Baby! Baby, come home from work now!
The footage shows her working inside a room when, without warning, the open door slams shut. Startled, she rushes to open it, but several objects in the room suddenly topple over as if thrown by an unseen force. Overcome with fear, she bolts out of the room in panic.
Baby, come home from work now!
This next recording was captured inside a kitchen where a young woman had been feeling increasingly uneasy. She mentioned often sensing a presence behind her, though she could never see anyone there. That night, her worst fear became reality, and it was caught on camera. In the footage, she places a plate on the dining table. Without warning, her hair is suddenly pulled from behind, yanking her backward and sending her to the floor. No one else appears in the frame, yet it's evident that some unseen force grabbed her with violent strength. This next investigation comes from the well-known team led by Alberto Del Arcos. They explored a site believed to have once belonged to a witch. Locals claim that strange rituals were once performed there, and even today, eerie noises and shadowy figures are still reported inside.
¿Ahí? Sí. ¿No será en el bote de basura que hay algo?
No.
No, máquinas. A ver. Sí.
Pero esta no es.
¿Qué loco, no?
No, la planta no es.
No, pero está por aquí.
Sí, aquí.
Está por aquí. Qué curioso. ¡Ay, güey! Te juro, ojalá y tengas eso porque vi allá una persona pequeña, no sé niño o niña, pero como transparente, como una bruma. Ok. Y no estamos para un empujón. No estamos como para un empujón, la verdad.
Otra vez, emoción.
Perro. Sí.
Y más fuerte, aquí se siente más fuerte el olor.
Ok. Aquí huele gacho. ¿Qué viste aquí?
No, escuché algo de aquí. Literal, fue como cuando anda alguien cerca.
¿Qué dijo?
Mira, ¿podemos?
Mira, ¿podemos?
During the exploration, one of the investigators noticed movement near a trash can, sensing that something was lurking close by. Moments later, a member of the team caught sight of a small figure moving in the darkness, too brief to tell whether it was a child or something else entirely. The atmosphere quickly grew tense as strange noises began echoing through the building. As they moved deeper inside, a dark shadow appeared clearly in front of the camera, followed by an unsettling sound reverberating through the halls.
¿Sal?
Sí, sal.
Estamos.
¿Dónde? ¿Dónde están y cuántos son?
Ahí está, vete, ahí está.
Se está poniendo como frío, ¿no?
Sí, se siente bien frío.
Se siente frío aquí abajo,
¿Sí?
Se siente frío.
Sí, se siente bien gacho. ¿Aquí estás?
¿Dónde estará viendo algo?
Aquí se siente bien frío, mira. ¿Aquí estás con nosotros?
Entering what looked like an empty classroom, another sharp noise startled the group. The temperature suddenly dropped, and several members mentioned feeling an intense cold around them. While continuing their investigation, the team captured a faint whisper on their recording equipment, soft but distinct, suggesting that something unseen was nearby. Immediately after one of the investigators asked a question aloud, the REM pod device began to activate on its own, detecting an unexplained energy source.
Con la cajita.
¿De dónde viene?
Escucha.
Sí, se volvió loca. Se volvió loca.
Uy, ¿sabe qué está haciendo, Beto?
¿Por qué?
Está parpadeando así.
Oh, sí.
The device lights flickered rapidly, as if reacting to an invisible presence. Finally, while standing near the staircase, the REM pod went off again, this time more erratically than before. Its sensors responded to something that couldn't be seen, indicating that whatever had been following them was now closer than ever. This next clip was recorded late at night in a quiet backyard. The homeowners mentioned that they had often felt as if they were being watched in this area, but this time their camera captured something truly unusual. At first, everything appears completely normal. A single chair resting motionless in the yard. Then, without anyone around, the chair suddenly begins to move on its own, sliding slowly across the ground. It almost looks as though something unseen has taken a seat and is pushing it forward. That's all for tonight's video. Which encounter gave you chills? Let us know in the comments below. Got your own experience? We want to hear it. And whatever you do, don't miss what's coming next.